So I was doing my mascara and my daughter wanted to play in makeup also. Yes! And she wanted to do my makeup tonight when I got off from work and do a video on it. And she decided to tell me that she was gonna fix my eyebrows. What's wrong with them today?
They're too light, so they have to be darker.
I usually do a little bit darker and I use either a powder or pomade or gel, and I just used a pencil today, and she noticed right away that my eyebrows aren't as dark as they usually are. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon, and for today's video I'm doing a quick full face impressions of some things I picked up from Ulta. Now I'm kind of in a rush today, so I'm just going to jump right in. I haven't tried out their brow pencil before. That's kind of weird. I don't know if the camera is even going to pick that up. That just kind of broke off. Okay, it disappeared. The center of this was actually bright red. So this is the Ulta Beauty Brow Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. I almost always do my brows first. I'm kind of liking, because it is a fairly slim pencil. Doesn't seem to be too waxy. Easily buildable. I think this is only a couple dollars, so we'll see how it works throughout the whole day, and if I like it, then maybe I'll have to pick up a few more. First impression, but this is probably my 5th bottle of Shape Tape that I've gone through, and nothing else was really cutting it the way this was. So this is in the shade Fair Beige. Just gonna do a couple dots underneath. And with a Morphe M41 brush, I am just going to carve out my brows. For eyes today, I finally got my first Juvia's Place palette, and this one is the Saharan, and I feel like I didn't have a whole lot of colors in my collection that were like this, so this is what she looks like. Take our clear plastic now. I do gravitate more toward warm tones, but I kind of do a darker smoky eye today. And since my brushes are very stained at the moment, I'm just going to be grabbing brushes with the similar color tones that I'm going in with, so it doesn't make too much of a difference, I hope. I'm going to go in with this first orange shade right here, and this is called Mila, I think. And right above my crease, kind of if I push it in, I'll help push in with the socket. I'm just going to go along that line. This is naturally where I like to put my first color down. These are pretty pigmented. This was really affordable. This is only $20 for 12 shades. And I really like orange eyeshadows on myself, just because it helps make the blue pop a little bit more. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and this is a bright orangey red shade, and this one's called Sakoto. And don't come at me if I'm butchering the names. This is the first time I've seen the palette, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce them all. So I'm going right under. Oh, that is a lot brighter. Next, I'm going to go in Katsina, which is this taupey brown shade. same spot as I put the red, just building up some definition. Next, I'm going to go into Chad, which is this black shade right here. And I'm going on a M152 brush, which was in the James Charles collection. And it's very difficult to work with color and blacks. You must use a very, very light hand so it's not overpowering. Just kind of gently going over the line where I'm going to be cutting my crease. There. And I'm just very, very lightly adding pressure. Just grabbed way too much. One eye now, and then hop off camera to finish the rest. So for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with Iman, and it's this really pretty silvery color. I'm going to flip my brush and go in with Lulu. This really pretty coppery pink shimmer. I think I'm gonna go back over Lulu with Wadabi, which is this really pretty gold. And then last but not least, on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with Kaya, and this looks like just a really pretty metallic green. And I'm using stamping motions first. I'm just kind of buffing these two together. And I don't want that gold to get lost, so I'm going to go back in. And then blend that into my inner corner. Ooh, I like that. So for those of you who are new here, you're thinking, this chick has no idea what she's doing. You're right. But I do my eyes first because I like to blend everything very messily. And then I go in with a makeup remover wipe. And sharpen everything up. So I'm going to do my other eye on camera, and picked up a new foundation. Not really new, but I haven't tried it yet. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and I made a mistake, which I'll probably kind of regret, but we can probably fix that with a little bit of extra concealer. So I swatched a couple shades at Ulta, and they all seemed way too light. And about 10 minutes later, when I got to the checkout, I realized that they had oxidized quite a bit. So I'm just going to take a couple pumps and pray this doesn't oxidize too bad. And I am not using a primer with this. I want to see how it wears. without one. And my skin's been not so nice to me lately, so give it a little bit of extra wiggle room to breathe, I guess, because my primers are causing me to break out and clog my pores. And this is in the shade Natural. I don't think it's too off, but it is looking a little orange. I look like an Oompa Loompa. Alright, next, going in my Tarte Shape tape. Try and tone down this orange does help when I mess up and get the wrong shade of foundation, which kind of happens a lot. Alright, for my under eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 120. I used the top of this as a little palette to make a glitter paste for my eyeliner a couple days ago and haven't wiped it off. And I'm using a Morphe Y11 brush. I noticed using pressed powders underneath my eyes work better than loose powders. Just going to make sure there aren't any creases. And then go in. And set. I will be brightening it up here in a little bit. Alright. So moving on, I also picked up this, I think it's called Reverie palette from LA Girl. Okay, so to be honest, I was more attracted to the packaging than anything else, but Revive. Yeah, I didn't mispronounce that one bit. It says, revive your light and manifest your dreams. This is cute. And this is a very heavy palette. Like the top part where the glitter is isn't too heavy, but the pans, this is a chunky palette. Let's peel that. Ooh, I am totally drawn to Radiant right now. This is duochrome pinky gold color, and they feel pretty nice. Trying to find which brush I want to use. Found ya. M441. And let's glow. If my mirror is going to cooperate. Can't wait till Christmas and I can get a new mirror. Alright, so first I'm going to go into Radiant right here. And this is like a pinky gold duochrome. She's nice. Just dipping in with ink fan brush to see, because that felt a little off. My mirror won't stop spinning. Let's do it this way. It's alright. I mean, it is a nice highlight. I mean, I like something a little bit more blinding, but we can build her up. It's looking a little better. I kind of want to try another shade on the other side. Ooh, I'm going to go into the shade next to it called Pure. Or, well, I guess it's kind of working. Oh yeah. And this was only $12 at Ulta. Okay, I can deal with that. That's Angelic. That's pink and purple. I'm gonna go back into Pure And just highlight the tip of my nose. Which isn't working. Let's try Radiant. Okay, they are very pretty. A little chalky. Of course, the one that was on display at Ulta had everybody's oils and fingers dipped into it multiple times, so it's gonna feel creamier. Excuse me, I feel like I'm getting sick. The inner corner I'm going to dip into Angelic. But yeah, when everybody swatches it, their natural oils off their fingers go into it, and it's gonna feel a little bit more buttery and creamy than what it does when it's only you swatching it or just using it with a brush. Let's see if I can get this intensity built up. Okay, that's pretty. Dip back into Radiant and pop that on my brow bone. I think I'm going to tap into Brilliance. Kind of use that as a shimmery bronzer. As if I had to be any more orange today. Let's just go there, I guess. Well, I guess I can make a deal. I actually want to go ahead and use the Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Doesn't really have much of a smell, but it's got a nice pump. Now I want to see if, while my skin is still damp, if these will perform a little bit better. I don't know where my brush went. Let's try this one. I'm gonna dip into Virtuous, which is this shade right here. My skin is almost dry, but still has a little bit of dampness. That's pretty. Okay, these work so much better wet. Okay, I can work with this and just graze over my brow bone a little bit. Okay, you can never have too much highlight on. So I'm just gonna take my fan brush and just kind of swirl through all of them and see if we can make me look like the Tin Man, you know, because that's always fun. Okay, so yeah, I can definitely work with this. My skin, I'm happy. If I had my right foundation shade, this would look so much better, but oh well. So Kylie Cosmetics is also at Ulta now, and I picked up another lip kit, and I haven't tried this one yet. This is like a muted peachy orange shade, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. So I lined my lips and I feathered a little bit into my actual lips to blend in lipstick. And her liquid lips always smell so good. Okay, just wait for it to dry down. I can finish up my eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm just gonna kind of keep it simple. I'm just going to barely tap into Chad on the M152 brush and just gently graze that along the bottom lash line. Because I'm not going to be putting a liner on today on the bottom. And then with whatever excess powder I have on the E62 brush, it's just an angled fluffy brush, I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line. And just kind of smoke it out. Next, I also picked up this NYX white eyeliner. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this today or not. Feels pretty nice. Sure, why not? Let's just try it out. I don't think I've used their liners before. I could be wrong. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I'll make it work for today. I think the tip is a little too stiff, and it doesn't feel like there's enough product coming out to give me a nice stark white line, but I think I'd have to get a liquid instead of a felt tip. I don't think I'm going to do lashes today, so I'm just going to curl my lashes, pop on some L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and we will call it quits. So I was doing my mascara, and my daughter wanted to play makeup also. Yes! And she wanted to do my makeup tonight when I got off from work and do a video on it. And she decided to tell me that she was gonna fix my eyebrows. What's wrong with them today?
They're too light, so they have to be darker.
I usually do a little bit darker, and I use either a powder or pomade or gel, and I just used a pencil today, and she noticed right away that my eyebrows aren't as dark as they usually are. So that is it for today's video. I need to go blow dry my hair and get ready to go to work, but I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye.